It took 2 years and it still hadn't sold.
2 years?
Meek, like, he hop on Instagram and go crazy. He just put it out himself on Instagram. Close in 7 days.
And he bought it in full.
Why would Ross buy that house?
Meek and Ross went through a period of time where they wasn't fucking with each other.
Right. Per se.
Rick Ross went to Meek Mill's birthday party and Meek didn't let him in.
Meek had a lyric in the song and on the new album where he said, told the Manson in Atlanta to Ross, I ain't never been.
The information that you haven't heard about is that Meek actually sold another crib to Ross.
If he bought that back to back like that, now Ross is a smart motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
He might got something planned for all of this, but also it may be tax write-offs. So we bringing to y'all today why Rick Ross bought Meek Mill's crib, how much he bought it for, and not only that,
we also gonna talk to you about the second house that Rick Ross bought from Meek Mill that nobody is talking about.
Y'all better pay attention. So man, Meek Mill owned this crib since 2013, bro.
Yeah. Owned this house since 2013.
He got in at a good time.
Got in at a great time. Got a lot of appreciation.
Shout out Meek.
Yeah, shout out Meek and Ross for actually doing this deal. So here's kind of the breakdown, because everybody know Meek and Ross went through a period of time where they wasn't fucking with each other.
Right.
Per se. Well, I mean, they had to have some type of, beef because, per se or, allegedly Rick Ross went to Meek Mill's birthday party and Meek didn't let him in.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't really know about that, because like they said, it's never really publicly really was clarified. But I think they handled it like G's. That's what I'll say.
Hell yeah. They handled that shit how me and you would handle it.
Exactly. Like, it could have been some riffraff going on back there.
It wasn't no corny stuff.
But they obviously handled it inside the count. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so that's big respect when it comes to that. But yeah, I think, them getting on the same page actually probably even stemmed from this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Like, let's take them back though.
Okay.
So
all right.
Owned the property since 2013. This property is out in Georgia.
Yep. Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs, Georgia, to be exact.
Sandy Springs.
2021, 8 years later. So we know that Meek Mill done gained a lot of appreciation, for one, for this property. Right. But for two, he's looking now to sell the property and he hires a realtor.
Exactly.
Right.
Now here's where it starts to go left. Which it shouldn't go left. That's what you're supposed to do 100%. With anything.
Where was Doug at, man? Doug, where was you at, bro?
Could have got Meek the crib, man. Could have got the job done. So Meek Mill hired I wonder how he found I'm sure it was through relationships, but I wonder how he chose who to pick.
Yeah. Atlanta, man, it's so connected and shit like that. So he probably just, like you said, went through a referral. Might have been another rapper or somebody like that. Not even a rapper, a businessman that he messed with. But take this into account, man. When you choosing a realtor, it's very important. Like, so take this down. When you're choosing a realtor, it's not that you want to choose the most popular realtor. Right. You want to choose the person that sells your type of property the best.
Exactly.
So that may be, like, for instance, right now, if we're selling a 10-unit building, I'm not going to go and probably hire the lady that's selling all of our single-family properties very well.
Don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I'm going to go and find that person in multifamily that I see that's out there selling the most properties and at good rates, right? So he's doing a certain amount of numbers a year in multifamily real estate in particular. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind.
Exactly, T, because you can get stuck and caught up in saying, oh, this my guy, this my girl. She done sold 3, 4, 5 properties for me, but they all similar. But I'm not going to go and sell a multi-million-dollar house to a person that sells $200,000 homes. Exactly. Just because of the relationship, I'm going to say, oh, they did it for that, they can do it for this. But it is some different nuances in that game, right? You got jumbo loans, you got a whole different demographic, a whole different clientele. And if they don't have that as a realtor, if they're not bringing that to the table, they're not qualified to be able to sell your house.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah. Because that realtor normally has not only sold homes, but they have buyers that are on their list that are sitting there waiting to buy those same type of homes. You know what I'm saying? Because what is smart buyers going to do? They're going to go to the realtor that sells the better multifamily properties. They're not gonna go look for a single family realtor to sell to buy their multifamily property with, because they don't know it as well. They're gonna go to the expert in that space. So their clientele on that level is a lot higher. So keep that in mind. So basically that was his first mistake. I'm not even gonna say a mistake. That was his first situation with it.
Right. That went south.
Yeah. It took 2 years and it still hadn't sold.
2 years?
Now, Meek is a recording artist.
Meek? 2 years?
That's what I was about to get into. Meek is a recording artist. He's a businessman. He's not really doing real estate on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. So he probably thought about it like 6-7 months later, like, wait a minute, that motherfucker still ain't sold? You know what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that he's like seeing this every day. I don't think he's looking at this every day how me and you would be looking at it, like, because 2 years is crazy, by the way. So 2 years is crazy on the market. So something needs to change.
That's a 720.
Yeah.
That's me doing 2 of them things in the air and putting the ball in the heart. That's crazy. You never seen it done.
Exactly.
2 years is insane.
That's insane. So for him to have his property for 2 years and not sell it, that's some discrepancies on the realtor side. Like, hey, we need to lower the price. And maybe Meek was like, I ain't trying to lower my price, bro. Keep it at that. All right. And he just rolled with it. But there's no way that he was telling him, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, look, your property's not going to sell at this if we keep it at this. So do you want to just keep it at this, or do you want to just move along? Because it's kind of wasting but some people, they just want the notoriety. They want, hey, I worked with Meek Mill. They're not going to tell them the truth. You feel me? So come 2 years later, Meek, like, he hop on Instagram and go crazy, right? Yep. Like, he like, man, dude can't get this house sold. I'm popping up on Instagram, man. Who trying to buy this crib? I'm selling it for this. He just put it out himself on Instagram. Here's the second thing that I'm going to tell y'all, and you can dig into this too, pause. So if you got a property that's not selling with one realtor, don't take that as, oh, my property just can't sell. Because there's been numerous times that we've dealt with people and we've the property hasn't sold. We switch to somebody else, the property sell, or sell in a different type of way. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yep. So we've had regular stuff up, and then we end up selling it creative finance. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Because it wasn't selling, but it wasn't selling that way. You know what I'm saying? Or for that price or to that clientele, but it went over here and sold to this clientele, right? So don't take no for an answer, really. You know what I'm saying? And be realistic with yourself. Like, if you know you're overpricing your home, then just know that it's going to take longer to sell, or it may not ever sell at that price.
And that's the thing that I do like about Meek. He humbled enough to be like, man, I'm a post and I'm going to let people know that I'm having trouble with it. Hey, man, who want to get this done? Because I need it gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he had a little bit of vulnerability to be able to get the deal done. Now, let me go through some of the specs of the house, just for those of you who care. Right, it's in Buckhead.
Peach State.
Yeah. Movie theater, sauna, pool, jacuzzi, tennis court, playground, garages, like all of that.
9.5 bathrooms.
Right, that's nuts. That's nuts.
9.5 bathrooms. Meek probably ain't even using it. Probably didn't even use none of them bathrooms.
That's nuts.
Now,
but what I was gonna say though, right? So that's the specs of it. He humbled himself. He put it on IG. Now, I just gotta wonder, because obviously we know who sold to. Sold to Big Homie, right? If it didn't sell to him, would it have sold?
I think Meek would have sold it. I don't think he would have sold it at the price maybe that he wanted to sell it at. And who knows? He probably still didn't. Big Homie probably said, look, man, I can come grab it up off of you, but I'm going to need it at X. I don't know what it was originally listed at.
And honestly, T, I don't even think he did that because they had that little riff. I think
he just went on ahead and just grabbed it.
Look, get what you want. I might even give you a little bit more.
Because I want to
show you, hey, you my dog.
We still there. Yeah, we still where it was. And
you feel me?
And on top of that, him buying the property from him and giving him a certain amount of money is different than him just giving him a certain amount of money.
Exactly. Because
he get to write that off. There's real estate involved. There's a lot of stuff that, like, okay, he can even overpay, but he knows it's going to, bro. So that could have been a part of the deal as well. Exactly.
Smart.
Way smarter.
Can write your money
okay,
up. I'm
okay,
getting
bro.
you-
Look,
What?
I ain't saying this was their case. But he might say, man, look, man,
We just
what I owe you? Still got. I mean, damn. You was in the deal, whatever it was, $2 extra million. Okay, bet. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy this crib from you at the price. I should be buying this crib at $3.1 million. Okay, I'm gonna buy it at 4.6 cash. Close in 7 days.
And he bought it in full.
And he bought it in full.
What did he buy for? I think it's 4.2.
The house eventually sold.
4.2 and paid in full.
Paid in full.
Wow.
4.2 million.
Ricky Rose.
April 18, 2023. So this is the thing. What I want to ask you is, my belief is that Meek sold. Well, Meek had a lyric in the song and on the new album where he said, "Sold the crib, sold the mansion in Atlanta, sold the mansion in Atlanta to Ross or something like that."
I ain't
never been.
Yeah, I ain't never been. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it was more the fact that he bought it in 2023. He never fucking used the crib. 2013, my bad. Yeah. He never used the crib. And so he like, man, I need to get up out of this now. Like, it didn't raise in value. I've been paying taxes on this. I've been paying a mortgage on it. It may be cashed out on, who knows? But he been paying, there's going to be yearly expenses. When you own a property, you really don't fully own the property. Right. You still got to pay taxes and all that stuff. Exactly. Like the government want they check too, right? Yep. So he's paying all these taxes on the crib like that. That can be, you get what I'm saying? $50,000, $100,000 a year.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that's simple. So he's paying that every year, but he's like, man, I've been paying this for years. Okay, I bought it in 2013. Say he bought it for like $2 million or something like that. Then he's selling it for 4.2. He done probably put in, $1 million. Man, I can get out of this on the other side, 1.2 million. Let's eat. Like let's get it gone, because I don't even go there. I can use that money to invest in this that I got going with Robert Kraft right now.
Right.
I can invest this with what's bro name? Hove. Not bro. I ain't gonna say bro to Hove. I know who Hove is. Hove, don't let him talk to you like that wasn't me. I'm trying to get that wasn't
Hove
me.
Ain't bro.
Hove will cut you, man. Hove will snip you, man.
Hove be like, bro.
He run across our shit. Be like, hey, man, you might
done.
need to snip them. No revolt deal, none of that.
None of that.
Hey, but anyways.
Stop all just because we called him bro. God damn, Hove.
I was talking about, what's the other white guy that it's Robert Kraft.
The Patriots.
That's Robert Kraft.
That's Robert Kraft.
Eagles. Michael Rubin. So
Mitchell and Ness.
He might have a play that he was gonna make with him where he like, man, let me pull this money out, make this play over here. Or he was buying a new crib or something like that, that made more sense for him. Point of the matter is, he saw a better move in selling the property. I don't think that Meek Mill was going into foreclosure and he just needed to sell the crib.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it was a move that was made in 2013 that now afforded him the ability to sell it in 2021 for a profit. Right.
Yeah.
And he ended up selling it 10 years later in 2023. Yeah. Right. So it made sense for him. Now, on the flip side of that, what I want to ask you is, why would Ross buy that house?
I think what he gonna do with it. I think Ross. I don't know what play he. I think maybe the franchises that he got going on.
Yeah.
And he at the point where just shit is starting to come. I mean, the nigga just bought a jet. They got Rick Ross on the side.
It's just starting to get ignorant.
Hey, remember when Mike Epps and All About the Bennett? He was like, man, can't you just picture me just with diamonds and just, how much pussy I get? Just diamonds just in my ears. Hey, that's Ross. That's the season that Ross is in right now. I mean, he buying jets all blacked out, gold on there, like.
But I think it was a planned move by Ross.
I think it was I don't know why he would buy that one. It's in Atlanta. It's by there. I know he got it because how he thinks. You know what I'm saying? With the car shows and all that shit that he got going on, bringing that to the promised land. I think it is something with that. I don't know. I don't know what it got with
my
it.
Take on it?
Yeah. What's your take on it?
So my take on the reason why Ross bought that property is because right now in Atlanta, it's a huge need for properties like that because the entertainment industry is coming more and more to Atlanta. So like they building out all of this land, building on all of this land and stuff out there because there's certain tax write-offs and all this, that, and the other for films, for production of films. So a lot of the production that was in LA and New York and all of that stuff is actually coming there. You see Tyler Perry cleaning up shop. Right. So in my opinion, he was
Cleaning
doing
up.
Yeah. So, but those people need places to live. So when they come out there, they need these actors. They want to stay in something super duper nice,
Exactly,
with a pool, 9.5 bathrooms, a sauna. That's a perfect gig for them but they're gonna pay. Their production company is paying for them to live there during that time. It's not them. It's like a triple net lease down there. Like they're gonna get paid every month regardless, and they're gonna pay these super high leasing rates, premiums. So I think that's where his head was going because he been doing a lot of stuff at his palace. Out there that he got, and that has something to do with the production industry. And I feel like he may got an in on that production industry.
I second you on that because even with the influencers, right, and people that's doing videos and like influencers just be renting out houses and creating content. That's the thing in LA. Like they'll rent a whole compound, bro. Go in together and just make heli content, right? But they got the visuals, they got the background, they got the mansion to do their vlogs and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? To really be able to keep going with their brand and stuff. So, and they paying bread to do that. You know what I mean? They all going in together. So that might be another avenue for him too. But
last but not least,
just to tap in that a little bit more, I do feel like the relationship was at the forefront, and that's probably like second. For Ross, I think it was the relationship more than anything to be like, dog, let's put this shit behind us. Here I'm showing you that I'm going to put this shit behind us.
Yeah.
Whatever this shit is.
Yeah.
And it was that, you know what I mean? My opinion on it, man. So salute to them figuring this shit out. But last but not least, man, is the information that you haven't heard about is that Meek actually sold another crib to Ross. He posted back on his, is this Twitter? Twitter
X.
account. Yeah, X now. Sound weird. April 19, 2023. Ross bought another crib off me for an M yesterday. I had to ask him, what the fuck you doing with all this property?
And you know what he doing with it, man. Now that does take me back down yo lane, and it just being on some, we putting this behind us. You know what I'm saying? If he bought that back to back like that, now Ross is a smart motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
So he might got something planned for all of this, but also it may be tax write-offs. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It may be the depreciation of this asset over the next 30 fucking years.
Yep. Like it's that, only an M. Shit, I can.
Or what is it? 27 and a half years, whatever it is.
Right.
Like that may be what it is. He gonna make money off of it probably anyway, but the depreciation alone probably helped him sell. I mean, somebody in this team probably said, I mean, bro, you need to buy $6.5 million in real estate this year to write off this amount anyway. You might as well just buy Meek shit.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey Meek, let's
put two and two together.
Let's do a deal, man. Let's call it. And you know what? You know what's gonna be even better? We're gonna come out with an album.
We're gonna come out with
and we're gonna call it It's Too Good to Be True.
Too true.
It's too good to be true. Because they never believed it.
Bullshit. And because it really is too good to be true. Think about Kobe and Shaq playing with LeBron.
And the Lakers, 2000.
Too good.
Thought all the way back to Phil Jackson.
Nah, hey, for real,
y'all
man.
fuck with our Ross impression. You know Ross was like that on the phone.
Most definitely was.
You know he was
man.
on the
Throw
FaceTime.
some Bel Air in there. Anyway, I'm done. But yeah, man. And if y'all wanted to learn more about, if y'all want us to do more segments actually like this, please comment. Please share this. We're going to be doing a lot more like this, we feel like, coming soon. We want to just give y'all more information on what's going on, especially pertaining to business, real estate, entrepreneurship, culture, you know all of that, all of this, that, and the other, because I feel like y'all don't get to see the everyday of stuff like that. Like, they don't highlight that type of stuff.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like, this is actually a dope-ass transaction. Could have been a win-win on both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Ross, shout out to Meek for doing their thing. You got something to say to him?
Man, make sure that you like, share, and you subscribe, man. We on our way. We got more people subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's growing like crazy. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, especially if you like this type of content, you like this type of segment, what me and this knucklehead got going on right here. You know what I mean? You fuck with it. Let us know. Write something in the comments. Let us know what you think about, Ross and Meek, situation. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on it? Do you agree with me and T, or you think it was something else?
Am I right or am I right? Yep.
Right, exactly. All right, you already know what time it is, man. Moguls in the making, man. We out.